Hello friends. Today let's color a nice calm Zen picture. Let's color this one on the top right. Now this is the all catalog, but here it's on the top left if I go to Zen. Otherwise here it's this new one right here. As I selected it, the bamboo picture, the sounds that go with that picture of the water coming through the bamboo and the birds has stopped. So now I can just talk to you if I want to, which I kind of do want to. So let me talk to you and let's have a nice little talk. So today I did have a kind of a day where I just wanted to wallow in kind of a feeling of frustration. It's not that I wanted to, that's just what happened. I'm not experiencing any heartbreak or like a feeling of grief or loss. I'm just having these moments where I feel frustrated. Not really hopeless, but it's kind of related to a feeling of hopelessness. I just feel, just frustrated that things in my life are not going the way that I had hoped they would right now. And I'm feeling tired, emotionally tired, and disappointed because I've made a lot of efforts to improve certain situations in my life, and just stuff hasn't panned out, you know? So I'm feeling frustrated, I'm feeling disappointed, I'm feeling just like, just this feeling of, why are things not working out for me? And in order to get out of that, I'm coloring this picture to hopefully bring me a little bit more peace and a little bit more self-acceptance. While I color, I like to listen to music, or I like to ask my smart speaker, which this is not an advertisement for the smart speaker. I don't even know if I said that right. I feel like I said smart speaker. I don't know what I said, but I meant my smart speaker that I got on Amazon. Again, this is not a product advertisement, but since I have one and I enjoy it and I use it all the time, I'm just going to mention it here. I like to say to the name of the smart speaker, it starts with an A and an L and an E and ends in XA. But I like to address the speaker and I like to ask it to play certain sounds for me. So one thing I know it will do for me is it will play sleep sounds. And so I will say, smart speaker, whose name starts with A, I'll say, open sleep sounds and play rain. And instantly the speaker will start playing that for me. And if I want to sleep, or if I want to drown out my own mental noise and I just want the sound of rain, I'll listen to that for a while. And if I don't feel like sleeping, but I just want to have that constant, noise of rain, then it's something that I can listen to. And if I want to change it, then I can listen to the sound of humpback whales, or mountain lake, or forest lake, or rainforest, or stuff like that. So I do like to do that to bring myself a little bit of distraction from my feelings and give myself sort of this environment, or surround myself with sounds that are not related to whatever I'm thinking about. So as I said today, I was thinking about how I'm frustrated that my life isn't going the way that I had hoped it would after making a lot of efforts toward certain outcomes, and it just didn't pan out for me. So I'm not going to go into a lot of talking about that, but what I want to do is just tell you guys that if you're feeling the same or similar, I can relate to you. I have gone through a lot of different stuff in my life. I've gone through marriage, a separation, a divorce, legal proceedings where you have to decide what's going to happen and what's what and what the status quo will be, after the marriage is dissolved, and feelings of grief over that. I've lost a sibling due to tragedy, to an accident. I have lost my mother due to disease and infection and illness. Suddenly, it was a sudden loss. And I've gone through the feelings of just really missing her and missing the fact that she used to be my biggest cheerleader, my biggest comfort and support, my biggest confidant as well. So I've had a time of grief over these things that I've just summarized for you, the things that I have gone through. And if you've gone through anything similar to that, then it's a guarantee we've probably felt very similar feelings of grief, of loss, of regret, of bitterness, of anger, of fear, the fear of the thought of what am I going to do now that I don't have my mom, or what am I going to do now that my sister is gone, or what am I going to do now that I'm a single parent, and things like that. So I have a lot of regret, a lot of sadness, a lot of disappointment in my life that I can think about this doesn't take very long, or it's not much effort to think about these things. And it's not that I want to think about them, but the fact that they happened is there. And so what I can look for in my life is healing and closure and peace and acceptance. Because life is very unpredictable and we can't choose what happens to us all the time. There are things that are outside our control. But one thing I can do is when I'm feeling like this is I can listen to something like water running or birds chirping or waves and other such windstorm or other things that might bring me some distraction, some soothing, or some comfort. And I can color, and I enjoy this very much. So this is what I'm doing today to bring myself a little bit of separation from the feelings that I was kind of wallowing in earlier this morning, and feelings that were making it hard for me to feel motivated to do something with my time. If you felt anything like that today or this week, I understand. I do understand those feelings. Let's just finish up this picture and go ahead and accept the fact that we have some situations, some experiences in our lives that need some healing or closure and could use some of our attention to a positive outcome so that we don't have to carry the burden around of that anymore. If you are somebody who cannot afford the time, travel, and effort, the investment it would take to hire a therapist, then there might be some other tools you can pursue to manage anxiety and grief and depression. Now I can see right here the last shaded part of this picture is right there. So as soon as I press this and we get to see the finished product, I believe the sound will start again for the bamboo Zen picture that was at the beginning of this video before I started coloring. So let me press that. There it goes. Maybe it won't come back unless I do this. Nope, it's still not coming back. Okay. That's fine. Let's just enjoy this animation for a minute. And for good measure, let's watch it again. Looks very pretty how it came out. I really like the kind of muted blue and green and gray tones of the water. The green that's right there in the middle of the leaves, and the pink petals against the look of bamboo or wood. I really like that. Now we should be hearing this water again, and we're not hearing it, so I'm a little bit confused on why we're not hearing it. I guess maybe I just don't know how to use the app very well. I've checked every setting and cannot see why I'm not hearing that. On how to use it, but I want to thank you guys for coming here and coloring with me, and hopefully you'll get some peace and some clarity to feelings that you have been dwelling on or experiencing. And until next time, take good care of yourself. Goodbye.